figure my lights be acting up. I don't know why. But it is what it is. Right, well, that's gonna have to be my light tonight. Hope that comes through good. Let me see what it looks like on this monitor. Man, without that, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out lighting now because the USB slot that I have been using in my power block for some reason is not providing enough power. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it is what it is. So super late tonight compared to normal. Man, that the coloring on that looks. Let's see. Ooh. Do we need to go a little? Man, that looks sickly though. All right. It is what it is. So, been trying to get prepared for. Supposed to do a yard sale this Saturday, but the weather has made it to where it'd be wise of us to do tomorrow, and we're just not ready for that. But I have been running around like a chicken with my head cut off today, trying to get us in a place where we are ready, and it's been super difficult with the two youngins. But tonight we've got some fun things. We've got some things that came in the mail that I get to. Oh, I don't know if I almost held up my knife. I don't know. Are you allowed to do? Is that against TOS? Blades on screen. I don't know if that is. I don't know. But let's see here. One of the things I'm really excited about. This one came last week, but I got myself a giant whiteboard. I say giant, it's 2 foot by 3 foot, so it's not really giant, but it's far larger than the tiny 1 foot by the 8.5 by 11 white board that I've been using with football and everything else. So I'm excited about that. Huge for me. If anybody knows me, my wife will be the first to tell you, dude, having a whiteboard, and I gotta be real too. Like I miss coaching football. I miss a lot of pieces of football. And one of the things, man, it's not clean and organized in here, but one of the things about my space that makes me ache and yearn for football is this setup here with it's the double recliner with the console in the center, so 2 cup holders and stuff. And then I got the 50-inch TV back here that can connect to my PC, so I can run film on it. And now I got this big whiteboard in here, so it's almost like I can do some like private like film sessions with the coaches or with specific the quarterbacks or something like that. Like, oh man, it's a perfect setup, beautiful setup, almost like the coach's office. So let's grab though the first box. I started cutting it open earlier because I was trying to keep my youngest entertained, because he kept just messing with the older brothers. He was trying to play like memory or something like that with a bunch of tiles, and so the younger one was just trying to smear them all around, and it was not a good situation. They have been at each other's necks so much lately. So anyway, I started to cut it open, and then I realized what I was doing. I was just like, no, I was gonna do it on stream tonight. Or I was gonna look at him on stream tonight. So here we go. Let me grab it. All right, I just gotta make sure I don't dox myself and get my address on stream here. So we got this, and I think I think I know what these are. I just haven't been able. I'm super excited about them because I really like. It's been something I've been waiting on for a while that I think will be huge for consistency and reattacking different things with video creation. So I'm excited about that because, man, consistent script, like the idea of writing a script and then being able to just put it up and run it rather than having to memorize it or anything like that. Wow, so this massive box, guys, that's crazy. Look at this. This is the box. That thing right there came with this in it. That's it. Just that tiny thing. What are we looking at here? We are looking at a metal desk mount stand. And we'll see how this fits on here. Let's see it. One of the things that is interesting is, so I think let me open the other one first, and then I can talk about all this. Because I think it is what I think it is, and if it is what I think it is, then excite. Big excite. So I cannot put this up on screen because it has my address on the top. I forgot to check the side before I went to go do that. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Quiet, JJ. Here we go. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. We got one. Let's go. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Dude, the hours that I have spent, like, I feel seemingly wasted when it comes to like memorizing scripts instead of being able to just write the script and then record the script and then move on from there. Man, oh, the potential this has to cut down on so much time and because of that, create so much more opportunity of time and consistency of certain things. Consistency, man, has been a big thing for this year. We're looking at building different things, and this is a tool to help with that consistency. So I'm excited. Oh, love it. Okay, so what I was saying. Okay, so it is what I thought. It's what I thought. So that means this here. What I wanted to say was, what was interesting was to get the teleprompter with the arm, or even just the stick one in the back. they wanted like $40 for this metal pole or something like that, 40 or 60 bucks or something. And so I got one from Neewer, who I think were my lights that I've had forever from, and a couple other products. They've been pretty good. And I mean, I'm not a big fan of the color, but it's gonna be in the background. It's gonna be hidden. It's not really gonna matter. It's kind of like this, like, I don't even know. It's like that kind of bluish. It looks kind of blue-green because of the yellow, but because of the warmth of the light. But it's mainly blue. All right, sweet. So the idea then, hopefully we can we set this up? Oh, that's just silica gel. Should I eat it? I'm just kidding. Don't do it. Doesn't matter how many subs you get. Don't do it. All right. So the thing about this is this one cost me, if I remember correctly, like literally half the price that it would have been for the Elgato one. And so it's just like, okay, like Elgato, I don't use Elgato products, namely because the price, and it has not failed me to, and this is I guess a little key thing to people who look to do stuff on a tight budget. I have not how should I say this? Products have rarely failed me that have been cheaper but the same as something else. The thing that made this teleprompter special though is it's the only one like it. And what I mean by that is it comes with it's supposed to come with like a plug-in and use screen that reflects, whereas most others are like you got to use your phone or iPad or something like that. And I want my phone to be available to me, especially if I want to use the camera for certain things. But also I don't have an iPad then, so it just made sense to do this. And it was on a massive sale on Amazon. All right, so let's get a feel here. How do these go? Oh, they are nicely greased, it looks like. But that's, I don't think the one I want. I want this one. Why is it not like going? There we go. Okay. All right. So the key to this is going to be about finding where I exactly need it and want it, because that is going to be, I'm going to have to figure that out with the understanding where the how it's going to work with. Why does it want to play all my other not DMCA free music? I don't understand. But to be able to find out where I want to put this, because if I understand correctly, the camera goes in it. You know what I'm saying? So if the camera goes in it, then that kind of dictates the location in which I want it to go. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? Yeah, the little professional booklet. Oh, prompter. All right, let's move this. I think it's hysterical how we live in this day and age of shortened, abbreviated words and statements. You know, it's not vacation, it's vacay. It's not teleprompter, it's prompter. It's interesting to me. Oh, wow. Oh, that's for the Facecam Pro. We're not using that. Interesting. That's using the Universal Shroud backplate. And then mounting the prompter. Guys, I'm so stinking pumped. Unfortunately, I thought maybe I could do this on stream a little bit, but I don't know that it's going to allow me. Especially if I have to move the camera and stuff, because I can't. I don't. Obviously, I'm using my camera, so. there's a ton of different rings. Set up rings. Because the other thing I have to figure out, like, if I do this, do I want it in the same place it has been? Do I want the camera still right here, or do I want to move it? Like, what do I like? I'm not sure where I want to do it. But Red, how we doing, man? So we got ourselves. Hold on, let me get the box so you can see. There was a massive sale on Amazon that made it extremely affordable, and I got a knockoff brand. I say knockoff brand, it's just a lesser brand, but still quality products. Another piece of it. So, but boom, baby, we got the prompter. We got the prompter. So I was gonna unbox it and stuff, and I did pull out this one box here and such, and I just can't set it up right now because I'm using my camera. So, and there's a lot of technical pieces to it all. But I've been so focused on setting up for a yard sale in the midst of handling 2 demon spawn. I'm just kidding, they're not demon spawn, they're little angels. But my boys, it's difficult to try and do stuff that you want to do when you're managing them. So let's get it out, man. Let me see if there's anything else in the bottom here. But Red, how you doing tonight, man? Things going a little bit better with reinstalling. You get what I'm saying? Like being renewing your old medication. So here we go. Let's see. Oh, it's got like the official Elgato sticker. Ooh. All right, let's see. Come on. Get out of the sack. Nix 1, down only 3-2. All right, let's go. Oh my goodness. You see that? Ooh, you can see the reflection. You guys see that? That's what it's going to look like. Normal. And then I'll be able to read the words. So here's that looks so clean. And then these right here are going to be what hold things up. But the interesting thing to me, oh man, you Joe Biden. So I've talked about it quite a bit on streams. One of the things I got a big 2 foot by 3 foot down here. It's resting down to the ground. You can't see it all, but it's a big double-sided whiteboard, which is massive for brainstorming and for planning and for just how my mind works in general. So I then have the pole arm, the single pole, which is going to connect on the back side of my desk to hold this stuff up. Must have gone in one ear and out the other. That's very possible. Yeah, so what I've talked about is one of the things that slows me down massively with video creation is script to recording. And what I mean by that is like I'll I'll actually write a script, and then like on past Tuesday streams or whatever, like I'll record it. But every single take, my eyes, no matter my eyes keep going down, and I keep forgetting things and such because I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to memorize it, and if I read it without it, it doesn't give eye contact for the video to be for YouTube and stuff. Anyway, so either I'm completely not engaging the viewer when it comes to a video or a stream when I'm reading a script, or I'm taking a lot of precious time to try and memorize stuff. So I was trying to cut that out. Cut that down. And so I have different scripts written. The goal now with this will be to get it installed, and then in my moments throughout the week, especially throughout the weeknights, to be able to record more quickly, to be able to then move things from the script through the recording into the editing process, and then hopefully be on my way towards actually completing some of the videos I have on my back burner. So, and that I really feel like lean more in the direction of what I'm doing. So, meanwhile, I'm trying to establish a business, establish an LLC, doing a wedding videography this September, and so one of the things that's nice about that is the idea of being able to overlap and combine and adhere all things media and production related into one hat. So it could be big for different things down the line, leading towards things like taxes and such. So yeah, but I found out the government doesn't think that my address exists, which I can't say is like from the perspective of like privacy and stuff. It's just like dope. That's dope. But from the perspective of like proper deliveries of things and proper contact and also being able to do stuff like maybe use my address for my business and stuff like that, it makes it very, very difficult to do that. So I've got to try and figure something out there. Part of me feels like I should do a different location, but I don't own a location. So, wow, all of a sudden I feel the tiredness whacking me. I gotta be real though. The thing that kind of annoys me is like I just want some time. I gotta be real. I just want some time to decompress. I just feel like it was go and stuff with my boys all day that like everybody's in bed, and it's like I just want to be able to breathe, chill, game a little, maybe. But now I feel it hitting my head where I'm like, you know what? I feel like I'm gonna go to bed. But I wanted to be able to at least chill with whoever was going to be here and be able to talk about like these couple different things that we got. So we got the pole alarm, be able to hold up the teleprompter. I'm excited. 1,600 bits. Oh my. Oh. So the difficult part is going to be getting it established into its spot, which I won't be able to probably do until early next week, unfortunately, because everything is going to be focused around my boys and this yard sale tomorrow and Saturday. And then outside of that is going to be me writing, so writing and or driving and delivering. So I did indeed lay down Outer Lands. Live on a slope, can't have yard sales. Man, I just I just hate getting wrecked like that. And wrecked like that, I mean, I'm like I just got whacked with that. Such a feeling of being so tired. Like, am I the only one who deals with that kind of feeling of like I get these after a long day of doing the things I do with like being around my boys all day and then working on stuff, whether it's in relation to whether it's work related or whether it's like for example right now this yard sale and some physical stuff, mental gymnastics, the whole nine. Um, to where I just like I don't want to go to bed because I know that it starts again in the morning. I just want some decompression time because I know it all starts again in the morning, but I'm just like well, I mean, it's a mixture of things. Uh it's not even complete. Like I was trying to say to my wife like I wanted to we were supposed to be on Saturday. It's supposed to be on Saturday. We didn't know that it's a community yard sale. We didn't know that Friday was also available. And so we had just said Saturday. Well, seeing other people set up and seeing other stuff about it being on Friday as well, I was like, okay, well maybe we could potentially look to get in on that. An extra day, not a problem. That'd be great for stuff. But I didn't want to like worry too much about that. Well, unfortunately, what I found out then was the weather is going to be absolutely gorgeous tomorrow morning. But Saturday morning, not so much. And so I was just like, "Oh, we got to do this." And so I've got like 5 6 foot tables lined down the sidewalk out in front of our house and stuff like that. Uh, it's in our yard, but following parallel to the sidewalk. But we don't have everything out there yet. Yeah, I will tell you, like I siphoned through probably, and I would say probably a good quarter. I would say probably at least a quarter, if not a third, of my entire wardrobe is going in the yard sale. Stuff that I'm finding at the bottom drawers that I'm just like I haven't worn this shirt. I haven't done this in forever. Finding ones that are just like, bro, I haven't worn that size in forever. So some stuff like that. I have a box of some um, what are they called? Funkos. Um, so I've got some Funkos that I'm selling, a couple board games. I'm gonna have probably a couple of books, just like duplicates that I have, some books of different, mainly religious themes. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, there's gonna be some like sports equipment, like different basketballs, soccer balls, stuff like that. There's gonna probably be kids' clothes. There's gonna be, um, yeah, just different. Just it's a house. It's a home with 2 kids, so you can imagine kind of the odds and ends stuff. Nothing. I don't think there's anything like crazy. Like, I guess I do have some. I have some boxes back here, um, that I had thought about potentially selling some or trying to sell some of like some memorabilia stuff, like Steelers memorabilia, football related or NASCAR related, Mark Martin memorabilia, stuff like that. Um, but also, what was I gonna add? Oh man, my brain's not braining. I completely lost what I I've barely even been on. I've only been on here for 35 minutes. What kind of Steelers stuff? A couple shirts, an extra large polo, all white polo. Maybe one or two other shirts, but um, I'd have to, like I said, I haven't got, I was like, oh, I have some stuff back in here. I haven't looked at what I would do with that. The Steelers stuff, when I think about it, is probably less likely to actually be stuff I'd be selling, as more so like the Mark Martin kind of stuff, the racing stuff. There is some football related stuff. I'm not gonna put out my cards. I have football cards. I actually thought about doing some streams around that, like revisiting them and sorting them and like learning about different cards that I have and not only that I have them, but also about like, man, what is this one worth? What sets or matches do I need to make sure I have with those kind of things? 'Cause I have a little bit of a collection, but I haven't done anything with them. Mainly football cards. Instead of, I'm not a baseball cards guy. I got some baseball cards, but mainly football cards. I haven't touched them in a hot minute. Yeah, I don't remember what other kind of Steelers stuff there is. Oh. But I'm gonna be looking through some other stuff. I gotta bring something down from the attic tomorrow. Gonna have to look through a couple different things in places. Grab some other totes, all that kind of stuff. So like tomorrow morning, I would need to, I need to get up and go load up some tables if I can. The thing is, if I don't have a way to put these big at least 2-man pop-ups up, then I don't know how much I can actually put out there, because with the chances of rain tomorrow afternoon into evening through the night, into lower chances on Saturday morning, but still nonetheless chances on Saturday morning, then man, what's the point of doing it then? You would hate my dining room table right now. Why is that? Man. I'll just go back on the chair. I'll keep the stream on. I'll just go back on the chair and go to sleep. Don't I mean people who do that kind of stuff don't they make a lot? They get a lot of subs, right? The sleeping streams. All right. Well, I think I'm just gonna say at midnight I'm hopping off. 12 o'clock. Boxes of stuff we have to sort through for donations to go to Goodwill. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna end up doing with a lot of this stuff, because I have a feeling that a good chunk of it won't sell, and we'll be definitely taking it to, at least our parking lot at our church. Our parking lot at our church has like a community aid bin, which is basically like a Goodwill, but it's local, so it helps to see that it goes to support more local, but it's the Goodwill idea, and we'll probably drop a bunch of stuff in there. There's other stuff that I'd like to potentially like try and throw on Facebook Marketplace and such, but that's yet to be seen. That's more thought than I was willing to give stuff today. Today was more about like, okay, let's grab a couple things, set some things out, or set like the table, set them up, but then also let's organize, like let's collect and grab different things and sort through things to be able to see what we're going to be putting out there. So anyway, I had thought about a couple like old pieces of like like tech stuff, like equipment stuff that I have, but again, can only sort through so much. And I feel bad because like if I truly, like when I go to do that, or if I truly do that tomorrow, like when I was trying to do it today, my 4.5-year-old feels like neglected, and it's like I'm trying to give him attention and interaction and presence and focus, while also like, hey, you want to help me with this? Like we need to do this stuff, and I feel kind of guilty at times about trying to complete or do anything. And then my 1-year-old doesn't let me do anything, so. All right, man. Yeah, I've been going to. I can't say early. I'm going to bed early, but I've just been more tired lately in the evenings. That the idea of actually like trying to do any kind of content related things or just any kind of work related things in general has really just kind of been thrust to the side. Um, Trying to deal with different stuff, help with my boys even into the evenings, and man, it's just I'm just fried. I'm just fried. So hopefully I got some gas in the tank to be able to go do this in the morning, and then go from there. All right, I said 12 o'clock. I gotta stop. I gotta go to bed. I'm like falling asleep trying to talk. I don't know if it's obvious, if I'm hiding it well, but golly. I know I've only been on like 40 minutes, but I got to go to bed. So, Red, it's good seeing you, man. Good seeing you here on Twitch rather than just in Discord. But I say that because I haven't been live in over a week, it feels like, right? So it's obvious. Go to bed. Yeah, man. I'm trying to hold on. Trying to hold on, man. Trying to do it. I'm trying to make it through. All right. Well, brother, have a good night. I'm excited to see these pieces of equipment to use, and I feel like the floor has risen. The ceiling gets higher with the level of opportunity, the level of consistency, the level of content that we can start doing. So I'm excited for that. Oh, I was going to say this earlier. Last thing is that the hope is that I can use this to implement into still being able to stream while effectively doing little moments of recording and stuff like that. As well as it's definitely going to obviously make it possible for me to do recording. So that's a blessing. It's huge help. And with that, I say good night. God bless. Don't be dumb. Red, appreciate you, brother. Anyone who sees this, know that God loves you. Even when you're tired. Just when you're tired, just go to bed and don't risk saying stupid things. All right. Peace. You too, Red.